everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ni Made Ewik Diantari. My last number is 041. I'm from B class. Now, I will explain about components matrix. Okay, matrix is used for various mathematical problems through linear equation as a problem solving. Matrices are also used in economics to break down problems through complex variables. The basic components of the matrix are elements. The elements of matrix are nothing but the components of matrix. Matrix elements are numbers or entries of a matrix. They can be numbers, variables, a combination of both, or any special characters. The number of elements of matrix is equal to the product of number of rows and number of columns in it. Example of a 3 by 3 matrix. The elements of this matrix are the numbers 3, 0, -5, 2, -6, 1, 4, -1, 7. We know the number of elements of matrix is equal to the product of number of rows and number of columns in it. So, the number of elements of the matrix above is 9. Okay, next, rows and columns matrix. We have a given matrix A with these numbers in first row. We have this is A11, A12, A13 up to A1n. This is horizontal line is called the row of this matrix. And next, in vertical we have A11, A21 up to AM1 is called the column of this matrix. Okay, next, order matrix. The order of matrix gives the dimension of the matrix, and it informs the number of rows and columns present in the matrix. The order of matrix is generally represented as AM by n. Order of matrix equal m by n, where m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns in the given matrix. Also, the multiplication answer of the order of matrix m by n gives the number of elements in the matrix. Here we have a given matrix AM by n. Okay, in the above matrix, we can observe m number of rows and m number of columns. The first number in the order of matrix always represents the number of rows, and the second number in the order of matrix always represents the number of columns in the matrix. Okay, next, diagonal. When the total number of elements in a row is equal to the total number of elements in a column, the arrangement of them in rows and columns forms a square matrix. The first element of the first row and the last element of the last row can be connected by a straight path diagonally, which is called the diagonal matrix. Similarly, an element from each row comes in this diagonal straight path. Hence, the elements which appear in the main diagonal of square matrix or the diagonal elements of the square matrix. Example: let Q be a square matrix of order 4. There are 16 elements in this 4 by 4 square matrix. The 16 elements are arranged in 4 rows and 4 columns. The elements 0, 1, 2, and 3 can be connected diagonally by a straight path. Hence, the elements are called the diagonal elements of square matrix. In a rectangular matrix, the total number of elements in a row is not equal to the total number of entries in a column, but there is an element whose row and column are equal in every row or column of a rectangular matrix. Those elements can be connected by a straight path diagonally, and it is called a main diagonal of a rectangular matrix. For example, we have some entries and they are arranged in m rows and n columns. The arrangement of the elements can be expressed in a matrix form as follows. Okay, in this case, the total number of elements in a row is not equal to the total number of elements in a column. Hence, a rectangle shape is formed in the matrix, and the matrix is called a rectangular matrix. In the rectangular matrix M, the elements E11, E22, E33, E44, and so on can be connected diagonally by a straight path. Hence, the diagonal path is called the main diagonal of the rectangular matrix M. Okay, let's learn the concept of main diagonally of rectangular matrix. Example, here we have a given matrix B. Okay, the matrix B is a rectangular matrix of the order 6 by 5. There are 30 elements in the 6 by 5 rectangular matrix. The elements of matrix B are 4, 0, 2, 1, 7, 6, 1, 7, 8, 3, 8, 1, 7, 9, 2, 3, 5, 7, 5, 5, 0, 3, 2, 6, 6, 7, 4, 3, 6, 3. The 30 elements are arranged in 6 rows and 5 columns. Now, identify the elements whose row and column are the same. In the rectangular matrix B, E11 equal 4, E22 equal 1, E33 equals 7, E44 equal 5, and E55 equal 6. Therefore, the straight path that connects these entries or elements diagonally is called the leading diagonal of the rectangular matrix B. Okay, that's my explanation about components matrix. Thank you for your time and your attention. Goodbye.